It's not an explanation of something else, it's a blue dot. So it's the first time I've used spray paint. So they say always be a beginner, experimenting to see, oh, what's this do? Ah, yes, that's interesting. I think that would good. And then when you make a marker, it's to stop and go, is that enough? Does it need more? Trying to find whether it's enough. And that process is not an intellectual process, it's an intuitive process. You try to visualize also in your head, what would it look like if I do another one? There's a mystery at the heart of all this at painting, because if there wasn't, it wouldn't be so interesting, I think. I see people try to explain away abstract paintings and have a rationale. At the heart of it, I think, is a mystery, you know. I don't know what it is. Like, I mean, people do this all the time. They set the table, they look at it, they go, no. If you ask them why, they say, I don't know, it's just not right. Like, it doesn't look right. It doesn't feel right. It's feeling. We know this intuitively. We have a feeling for things that are right. I'm wary of the over-intellectualization of a painting process. People trying to explain, like, a psychological point of view, from a sociological point of view, from a political point of view, what this means. It's maybe too complicated, you know. We just know, yeah. I try to draw what I see. So I went to a school, and we had a very good art teacher, Mr. Weaver. He was an excellent draftsman, and it's the first time in the school I see somebody doing something as opposed to talking about something. And it became okay, it was pretty good. Like, I could draw a fairly good representation of what I saw. And then I went to art design college and became interested in the Impressionists. I said, oh, you don't have to paint exactly what you see. Oh no, you know, you can make more colourful, not necessarily exactly what you see. It's slightly different. And then I see Andy Warhol. You can use whatever colour because it's a different thing. It's not reality. It's not what you see. This is something else. This is its own. So now it's become removed from representation. And then as I got a little older and we get into meditation, and I become more interested in very subtle things, you know, simpler things that didn't grab your attention, but they had a very definite, slow presence, you know, and more muted. It became more and more refined, pared back, and I stopped worrying that my work has to look very different to everybody else's. It doesn't matter. Well, it is a form of meditation. As you can see, there's a lot of repetition, like maybe a physical mantra, like rolling beads. Train your mind, you sober your mind, quieten the mind. Yes, it's very relaxing. So often I get up quite early with her, and the first thing I do before I come downstairs, I awake usually about 5 o'clock, and then I meditate for 40 minutes, have breakfast, and then I get up with 2 boys. Then I go out and we have hens, we have 5 hens, and we go and we collect the eggs and maybe change the water, give them some food, let them out of the coop into the garden. The children drive them to school. I come home, walk our dog up the hill, and then I come back and I clean. I do a lot of cleaning. I like the place to be clean. I only paint when everything is done, when there's nothing else to do, when everything's clean and any jobs and emails, anything like that is done and tidied away, can I work. And the studio has to be clean. I have to clean the studio and then I work. More or less my routine, yeah. I mean, it varies, but that's the rough. Well, thank you very much, and it's a privilege and very flattering for you to ask to speak to me and listen to me. I never do really an interview like this before, and